Hey everybody! So, I want to start this first live stream out by saying hi. My name is Michael Giberson. Yes, I use my real name. Some people don't, but you can look me up on Facebook and all that. So, this is my first live stream. I uh, I tried to do this before, but I did it with live stream gaming. But I'm trying to get out there and get going, get get my channel off. You know, I'm probably gonna get criticized and probably laughed at a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. I want to be honest. I'm honest with everybody. I want everybody to know that I'm a I don't mind anybody else's opinion. I in fact I'd like to hear everybody else's opinion. I I like to talk, and I like to talk to more people. So I'm trying to get my channel going. Trying to get thing moving. I hope I actually get some subscribers. I hope I see all these big places, all these big YouTubers doing stuff like this. I think to myself, that seems pretty cool. Seems fun. Something I'd like to actually do. Something I'd like to actually get into doing. You know, it's it's. By the way, I am smoking. I would like to first off say I do not condone anybody underage smoking, and I would not, and I would be honest, tell people I wouldn't. If you don't smoke, I wouldn't start because I wish I could get off smoking right now. But as it is, I'm stuck on it for the time being. Plan to quit eventually. But back to what my topic is. New to YouTube, trying to get this out. You know, it's hard when you don't when you've never done this before. You know, and I mean, I'm a little nervous to be honest because I don't know if what people I don't know if people are gonna like my channel. I love Star Wars, the original trilogy, not this new junk. And Kathleen Kennedy, oh my God. We'll talk about her later, and Ryan Johnson, I can't even deal with them right now. But there's a lot of good stuff to talk about nowadays. And you want people to talk with too. You want people to talk back and chat with you and have fun. I mean, it's so let's talk. Let's find something to talk about. Something I've been wanting to get off my chest. Though I do want to give a shout out to, and like I said, I'm still new, so but my inspiration behind my starting this and doing live streams and all that is Jeremy from over at Geeks and Gamers. Love his channel. Think he's probably I'm one of his biggest fans. Watch him all the time. I agree with him on most of everything. I've disagreed on a few things, but mostly everything he said I agree with him on. He's my biggest inspiration, and if he ever watches this channel, I would love for him to know that he is my biggest inspiration, and I'm a huge fan, and he inspired me to make my own videos. But I just said before, I'm a fan of the original trilogy. Five, 4, 5, and 6. Love them, absolutely love them. I'm also a fan. I also like the prequels. I'm still a fan of the prequels. I know some people didn't like them, but listen, where else can you get some awesome, awesome lightsaber battles? I mean, come on. Love the CGI. Love all that. Which brings me to my next thing. Episode 7, Force Awakens. Watched it. All I really saw was a remake. It seemed more like a remake of the original trilogy of the first episode. I loved it. No, okay. I loved it at first. I went back and rewatched it. Well, it was, I guess, okay on my like third or fourth time watching it. Hyped for episode 7. Oh man. And then episode 8, I was waiting. I was saw it with my best friend in theaters. Loved it the first time. Oh man. Went back and watched it. Guess you know how that went. Thought about it a lot. Come to realize, it's really not as good as I thought it was watching it the first time. Because I haven't seen a Star Wars movie in theaters since the episode 1. Yes, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I've never watched all those other episode theaters. I'm a movie kind of guy. I like to wait for them to come out in movies, on DVDs, because I'm not the biggest fan of theaters. But I was excited my first time going to theaters again to see episode 8. Was loved it. Loved the feeling being back in the theater. And I think that's what it was, being back in the theater mostly. I can't, because I went back and rewatched it 2 or 3 more times, and to be honest, I really didn't like it the first time. You know, it was a lot of it had a lot to do with the way they portrayed Luke Skywalker. Like, you know, Luke Skywalker was one of my favorites. I feel like they just ruined him. I feel like they destroyed him, and what they could have had for a good, what they could have had, they could have killed him off in episode 9, and I would have been fine with that, because I feel like he would have accomplished more, and he could have built the character Rey up more. But again, they decided to just, oh, Rey just learns everything off screen. She just knows how to do everything. It's a little frustrating. I'm not. I probably won't go see episode 9, to be honest. It's not. Episode 8 was. They just. They I feel like they just destroyed the whole series. You know. I've thought about what they could do. They could make a whole new trilogy. You know, dub it. You know, I don't know what they call it, but be like, they could make a whole new trilogy, a 10-movie trilogy. You know, they done it with the Fast and the Furious. And they're still going. From what I understand, they got 13 movies that's gonna be out altogether by the time they're done. But why wouldn't they do that with Star Wars? They got all this feminist stuff in it, all these SJWs. Like, give me a break. Get Kathleen Kennedy out. She's the biggest problem. For the love of God, do not put Rian Johnson or J.J. Abrams in the directing anymore of the Star Wars, because I feel like they just went off what they want to do. They don't care about the characters. All their stuff is they want SJW bullcrap, and that's what it's like. That's what it feels like. You know, like the first 5 episodes, the first 3 episodes of a 10 movie trilogy for Star Wars. Do like the Return of the not Return of the Jedi, because they can't do that. They can't name it that. But like, name it the Rise of the Jedi, Part 1, 2, and 3 for the first 3 movies. Make it to where the first episode you see the Jedi. It's like 1,000, maybe 10,000 years into the future. You know, and the Jedi are got a few temples. They're all but extinct. You got masters again. Something like from the prequels. Only, do it like the prequels, only not like the prequels. I don't know how you would say that, but they got but a few temples on a few planets. They scavenged the Coruscant temple. You know, the Jedi's are slowly coming back. You got, by the third episode of Rise of the Jedi, when it ends, you got the Sith Emperor coming back, and it's called Rise of the Sith Empire. You got 2 movies of that, 5 and 6, no, 4 and 5, and then you got Rise of the Empire. You got about the Sith coming back into power, and then the Jedi's in power, and then after 4 and 5, you got what would be a good name for it? Because you got 6, 7, and 8 would be like an all-out Jedi-Sith war across the galaxy. By the end of the 3rd episode, the Jedi are back. They're in power. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of Jedi. And then at the end of the 3rd episode, you see the Sith Empire rise. You see the Sith Emperor come out and say, it's time for the Sith Empire to rise again. And then 4 or 5 would be the end of the Sith Empire, the rise of the Sith Empire, where at the end of 5 you see they make themselves known to the Jedi that the Sith Empire has returned. And then 6, 7, and 8 is I'm trying to think of a name. I had all this out. Like, I legit was doing all this the other day, thinking of all this. Had names for everything. Just give me a second to think.
What are you doing?
I'm live streaming on YouTube, editing my video. That's my sister-in-law. So let's think here. 6, 7, 8 would be 6, 7, 8 would be called. Let's see. We got Rise of the Jedi, Rise of the Empire, or Sith Empire. About episodes 6, 7, 8, the Jedi Sith Wars. The Jedi Sith Wars are something along that line. And then 9 and 10, that the last episode of 8 would end with neither side winning, both sides suffering heavy casualties, and losing both Grandmaster and Sith Emperor. I'm I'm not a movie producer. I'm not even a movie writer, and I'm giving you ideas for better movies than what we got for episode 7 and 8, and probably we'll get for 9. But my fingers are crossed that 9 will actually be good. But one can only hope. Now, I'll tell you a good movie series that actually delivered more than I thought. More above my expectations. More than I thought they would. Avengers: Infinity War. That movie delivered higher on expectations than I thought. That was a good movie. But I'm gonna end this live stream. So I want, if you watch all the way through and you like it, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. I'm honestly, I'm new at this, so I'm trying really hard to do this. I would love some feedback. I accept all criticism. I accept all opinions. I'm here to tell you what I think, how I feel, what I will do. I'm not telling you what you should do, what you think, but I would love to hear what you think. I want to hear everybody's opinion. I want to hear what everybody's thoughts. Subscribe, drop a like. That'd be awesome. But please, again, give me some criticism I can work with. Help me get better at this. I would love to get better and make videos better, and even eventually start doing Jedi, more Jedi lore. I would love to. I'm still learning about Star Wars lore. I've yet to tap in everything, into all of it. A couple channels I watch, you should check out. They're really great. Stupendous Wave, I love watching their videos on Jedi lore. Star Wars HQ, I love watching them. And Geeks and Gamers at Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers, like I said, was a big inspiration. And I would love if they would one day watch my video and message me and talk to me and help me get better at this. But thanks, guys, for watching. This is Mike Iverson. Hit me up. Let me know what you think.